Alright, so my book is Prodigy by Marie Lu. There it is. So, a quick summary of the book is it starts off with Day in June, and Day has been trying to find his brother Eden because the Republic has taken him and he doesn't know what they're doing to him. He doesn't know really where he is, and he's the only family member that he has left after his mom and John were shot by the Republic. And so Day and June go throughout Los Angeles looking for help, and they remember the Patriots organization, and so they go meet up with the Patriots. And Razor is the leader, and he says that he will help Day and June find Eden as long as they both agree to a plan that Razor has. And the plan that Razor has is that he wants to kill the brand new elector because the recent elector just died, so they got a new one, and Razor wants to kill him because they want to overthrow the Republic, and they're going to do that by killing the elector so that they're going to start a riot, and then they can go throughout and help the colonies out. And so they both agree to that, and they start discussing their plan. And so June's role in this plan was going to be that she was going to go in and get arrested by soldiers, and then she was going to get, she was going to tell the new elector a fake assassination plan and gain his trust, and then that was going to lead the elector into the actual assassination plan where they were going to actually kill him. But as June is talking to this new elector, she finds out that this new elector is totally different than his dad, which was the last elector, and she finds out that he has totally different views of what the Republic should be. And so it's really difficult for her to continue with the plan because she doesn't want to kill him anymore, because she thinks that he can actually make the Republic good again. And that causes some conflicts in their plan, and then some stuff unfolds after that. A genre of this book would be dystopian and action. Dystopian because the Republic kind of ruined the United States. The United States started normal, and then the Republic kind of crushed everything in there, and the plague also crushed a lot of things. A lot of people died from the plague, and a lot of places in the United States are quarantined and stuff. And there's also a little bit of romance in this book, which I didn't really expect coming from Legend, which didn't really have too much. This one has a lot more than Legend. And so a passage out of this book, it's going to be on page 29. It says, "There's a slight falter in her words, like she knows she's truly turned her back on the Republic. I swallow hard. I hadn't expected her to agree so quickly. I thought she would need some persuading before she committed herself to a group that she so obviously hated just a few weeks ago. The fact that she says yes tugs at my heart. If June is giving herself to the Patriots, then she must realize that we have no better choice. And she's doing this for my sake." I raise my own voice. "Me too." Razor smiles, rises from the couch, and holds up his drink as if to toast us. Then he sets it down on the coffee table and comes over to give each of us a firm handshake. "It's official then. You're going to help us assassinate the new Elector Primo." So, the main importance of that passage, especially being so early on into the book, is because he states that is their plan pretty early, and everything after that in the book comes from that plan. That pretty much sets the role of the entire book, is just from that one statement, that they're going to kill the elector, because then as their plan unfolds, more stuff happens. So moving on to the questions. So in one word, what is this book about? I would say trust is what this book would be about in one word, because Day and June, Tess and Razor need to be able to trust one another to do this plan, because killing the killing a new elector is a pretty crazy plan. And so if they can't trust each other, then they're not going to be able to do this plan, and they're going to get pretty bad punishments for attempting to assassinate a new elector. Which character would be my best friend? I'd probably say Razor, just because he's the king of the, or no, not the king, he's the leader of the Patriots. And so, he's a leader of the Patriots, so I feel like he knows what he's doing. And he just seems smart and would be, like, it's cool to hang out with, I guess. Which character would be my enemy? I would definitely say Thomas, because he killed Medius after all, and he grew up with him, and they were friends. So I feel like he wouldn't really be a friend if he would just betray me after all the years. So I really wouldn't want to be friends with him, so he'd definitely be my enemy. Did the book fulfill my expectations of it? I'd say for the most part, yes, but the little part that didn't was that it was a little bit slower than Legend was. I thought this book was going to be pretty fast-paced, just like Legend. But this book had a lot of space for like romance in it between Day and June and Tess and Day. So it was kind of slow during those parts, and that took up a pretty big part of the book, I would say. So main ideas of the book, I would say, would be trust would be a pretty big one. Romance would be in there because, like I said, it did take up a bit of the book. And considering the title being Prodigy, so in the last book, June, was like the prodigy to the Republic, and then in this book, she's like totally overthrowing the Republic, so it kind of has like a little bit of backlash towards that. So, what am I going to remember most about this book? Would be when June stated that, the whole scene when June stated that Medius loved Thomas, and that Thomas killed him, and that Thomas actually cared for Medius as well. I'd say I'd remember that most about the book, just because that was the biggest shock to me. I totally didn't expect that to come out, like, at all in the book. It was kind of weird when it came out as well. The most important scene, I would probably say, would be when Day finds the plagued boy in the train cart. I'd say that's important because that's when he realized that they were using like bioweapons. They were using like people with the plague as a weapon against people in the colonies, which is super bad that they would use an ill person as a weapon, and it's even worse that they would use it against people in their own country. But it also is like kind of a reminder of Eden, because Eden had the same things as the boy with his vision and stuff. So Day could have also been thinking that Eden is going through the same thing, where he's in like some kind of test chamber and being used as a weapon, and that probably hurt Day pretty good. And the what type of reader would enjoy this book? I would say people who like action, because there was some good action towards the end, a little bit of romance, but I wouldn't say that like strict romance readers should read this book, because it wasn't like a romance book. But also I would recommend people who like a lot of detail in books, because the author in this book really put a lot of effort into being detailed with the description of the country and like everything inside of it. Like when they go into the Patriots headquarters, she describes the layout of it like really nicely, and so you get really good visuals of the book as well throughout the reading of it.